Hi there, it's Fionna Gossling with a very quick update as to what happened in Oakville real estate in June 2024. So, um, keep in mind these are a bit of a lagging indicator because it's reflective of what happened in for the month of June. So we have to wait until the month is over and then compile all of the data and have a look at it. But you can see that in June, we only had 223 units sell of all residential properties. So that means all condos, townhouses, and detached homes. Um, that was down from previous months, but and it's kind of low for June. We typically have a slower January, February in real estate, and then it picks up in the spring, and we still have some activity in the tail end of June, and then it slows through July and August, picks up again in the fall. Having said that, sales do still happen, so it is wise. It's not always a direct reflection of price so much as units sold. However, we did have quite a lot of inventory come on the market. So our inventory was up to 971 units available for sale. And that's more than we've seen in years. It worked out to 4.4 months of inventory, which is a balanced market. The average sale price is down a bit to 1.482, and the median sale price is down to 1.325. So this kind of makes more sense, or this does make more sense than last month when we had 261 sales with 871 units available, and we had an increasing average sale price and an increasing median sale price. That's a little tricky to understand. So this downward pressure on prices actually makes sense from a logical point of view. As you can see, this chart that's looking at the average and the median sale price month over month, year over year, it has come down. And this line is always quite jaggedy because they're averages and they're not a ton of units that have sold. But I would say we're kind of pretty flat, and hopefully this will go up in the next few months and we'll see a little blip there, or this will just be a little blip. You can see if we compare this June to last June, our number of transactions were down by 17%. Our number of active listings were up by 75%. So there is a ton more to choose from. Our months of inventory was also up because it's a direct reflection of units sold and active listings. Our average sale price is down by 5%. So that is something to keep an eye on, and which direction that goes, who knows. We did think that with the Bank of Canada's announcement, there would be some renewed enthusiasm for buying, and the buyers who had been sitting on the sidelines would jump into the market. I think part of what's happening here is those buyers are also sellers, and many sellers are opting to sell first, so put their house on the market, which would account for a lot for the jump in active listings, and then purchase once they know what they're working with. So that is that. This is perhaps the most important thing to consider if you actually are looking to buy or sell a house in today's market. We had 120 detached sales last month with 498 units available to choose from, which accounts for 4.2 months of inventory, which is a balanced market there. The average sale price was down to $1,892,000 for a detached house. Townhouses, there were 73 townhouse sales with 235 to choose from. 3.2 months of inventory, so it's creeping towards a balanced market, but still technically a seller's market. And the average sale price was $1,082,000. Condo market, very tricky to sell a condo right now. There were 30 condos for sale and 238 units available, which works out to 7.9 months of inventory. So if you want to sell a condo right now, you have to be properly priced. If you want to buy a condo right now, there's lots to choose from. So that's a nice thing for buyers there. And of course, all of these averages really only matter when you're looking at where it is you're trying to buy. So all of this information can be found on my website month over month. I did think it interesting or important to look at those breakdown of property types in context. So while this month the average sale price was the of a detached was 1892, last month the average sale price was just under 2 million. In April, 2.128. March, just over 2 million, 2,018. February, 2.2. So it does appear that that average sale price has adjusted in detached homes. In townhouses, last month, 1,082,000 is the average. The month before was 1,067,000, so it's up over last month, but down over the rest of the year. And all of this, again, is on my website if you want to have a look. Condos, the condo sale price, average sale price, has really dropped. Mind you, that is absolutely a function of units sold. So this, obviously, in January, there were some big condos that were sold, some expensive condos that were sold to make the average 717,000 versus now, when we have 598 is the average sale price of a condo with only 30 sales. So if you have any specific questions about any of this, or you want to know what's happening in the property type you're interested in buying, or you're interested in selling and just want a little bit more analysis as to what's going on, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to go through it all as it pertains to you specifically. And if you know of anybody who's interested in keeping up to date on what's going on in the Oakville market, please feel free to forward this along, or let me know and I can just add them to the distribution list. I will check in again next month. Take care.